Hi there. Do you think you know the roles that annuities can play in your retirement planning? Well, by the end of this video, I'll make sure you have all that information before you go signing on the dotted line. I'm Michael Malone, and for the best annuity advice and information, do be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel here, and then also click on that notification bell so that you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Now, first and foremost, one of the roles that annuities can play in your retirement planning is actually targeting a specific income amount that you want to have in your overall retirement plan down the road. And in this regards, I'm talking about something called a deferred fixed annuity. Deferred fixed annuity just tells us, deferred tells us that we're going to defer our income until sometime down the road, then maybe that age that we're targeting. Fixed tells us that over these years, we're going to be able to know that the investment we make into the annuity is going to grow at a fixed amount every year. So we literally can stop and calculate out at that fixed rate, what will that amount be 10 years out? And then once we turn on that income, we know what that income amount will be. So one of the roles that annuities can play in the retirement planning that you're doing, if using something like a deferred fixed annuity, is to say, hey, exactly what income am I going to be generating 5 years out, 10 years out, 20 years out when I turn on that income once I'm in retirement. Now, another role that annuities can play for you in your retirement planning is in creating what is called guaranteed retirement income. So the words tell us what it means. We can use the annuity in our overall retirement plan to create guaranteed retirement income. What that means is that once you get over the age of 59 and a half, which is the youngest you can be, to turn on that guaranteed income, once you get to that age, and maybe after that, you turn on your guaranteed retirement income, that guaranteed retirement income can be there for you for the rest of your life. So that is another role that annuities can play for you in your retirement planning that you're doing. Now, another role that I would share with you is right along the lines of that guaranteed retirement income, and that is for your spouse. So another role that an annuity can play for you in your overall retirement planning is guaranteeing that retirement income for your spouse as well. So you may own this annuity, and this annuity may be your investment. You may get into retirement and turn on that guaranteed retirement income at some point, but let's say you're 10, 15, 20 years into retirement and you pass away and your spouse is still living in happy in retirement. That guaranteed retirement income may very well be able to continue for your spouse as guaranteed retirement income until they pass away. Now, that'll depend upon the benefits inside of the specific annuity that you're looking at, but that is another role that an annuity can play for you in your retirement. So not only can there be guaranteed retirement income for yourself, there very well may be guaranteed retirement income for your spouse as well. And if you'd like to have an annuity designed for you specifically around this guaranteed retirement income, do feel free to click on the link down below to apply to become my client. And I would also recommend that once you're done watching this video, check out the other video that we recorded called How to Make Annuities Work in Your Retirement Income Planning. In that video, you'll learn more in depth how to use these annuities in the retirement planning that you're doing. And I will include that description, or that link in my description for you down below. Now, another significant role that annuities can play in the retirement planning that you're doing is creating that additional guaranteed retirement income to address what we like to call your basic living expenses. Now, you may have Social Security in place. You may even be lucky enough to have a corporate pension in place, which is already maybe helping you address some of those basic living expenses. But an annuity, another role it can play, is creating that guaranteed retirement income to add on top of your Social Security, to add on top of your pension. And really address those basic living expenses. And basic living expenses we consider to be things like your mortgage, your utilities, your groceries, things like that. So that's another role that an annuity can play in the retirement planning that you're doing, is helping you to further address those basic living expenses that you'll have throughout retirement. So in other words, the role or a role that annuities can play in your retirement planning is really creating your own personal pension. So pensions, used to be offered by corporate America quite a bit. They are not offered that often anymore. If you happen to be one of the lucky ones out there with a corporate pension, fantastic. But another role that an annuity can play for you in your retirement planning, whether you already have a pension or whether you don't, is creating your own personal pension. A personal pension that you actually have more say in. So if you have a pension with the corporation you work for, they probably have the say as how things are done and how things go inside of that pension. This, with an annuity, can actually create your own personal pension. One, you may not already have one through your employer, but if you do, an annuity can give you more say in what you're doing inside of that personal pension. And a final role that an annuity can really kind of play for you in the retirement planning that you're doing, most annuities out there have what is called a death benefit. And if the annuity you're looking at, researching and digging into has that death benefit, that's a whole other role that annuity can play for you in the retirement planning that you're doing. A death benefit would be maybe a lump sum dollar amount, as an example, that might be left to your beneficiaries when you pass away. Those beneficiaries could be your spouse, could be your children, could be an organization you believe in, but in that overall retirement planning that you're doing, and really as you get into maybe some estate planning, the death benefit part of an annuity can play that role in your retirement planning as well. And once again, if you'd like to have an annuity designed around that guaranteed retirement income that we talked about a little earlier, do feel free to click on the link down below to apply to become my client. And if you've liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel here, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and I hope something good happens to you out there today.